The latest press conference between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk quickly descended into chaos after John Fury spilled water on the unified world heavyweight champion. This marked a stark contrast to their previous, notably calm press conference held a few weeks prior. During that serene meeting, John Fury was absent, and Tyson Fury, preferring a more composed entourage, was accompanied by Spencer Brown instead of his boisterous father. Eddie Hearn expressed his disappointment, emphasizing the importance of professionalism in such high-profile events. This time, ladies and gentlemen, Tyson Fury initially maintained a calm demeanor, speaking softly to his opponent and attempting to restore some decorum to the atmosphere. However, their most recent press conference, held yesterday, was markedly different. With the presence of Fury family members, including John Fury, the transition from peace to chaos was swift and inevitable. John's presence ensured that any semblance of tranquility was quickly shattered, leading to a tumultuous event.
Liverpool, you're turned out not to be one of them, pal. I know some good people in Liverpool, and I tell you what, you are a disgrace to Liverpool. I'm a cunt and I'm an arsehole.
The chaos began when John Fury took the microphone. He spent most of his time promising Usyk a beating like he'd never experienced before, and boasting that his son would knock out Oleksandr Usyk, proving to the Ukrainian and the entire boxing world that Tyson Fury was the true king of the heavyweight division. Usyk, in response, subtly trolled John, alluding to the disarray in Tyson Fury's corner during their undisputed World Heavyweight Championship clash. He highlighted how John Fury's constant interruptions and complications disrupted the communication flow in Tyson's corner, adding fuel to the already fiery exchange.
It looks like the respect was very short-lived. Darren?
No, they swallowed it and I called it off.
Fuck you, big eyes. Was it look like Fury's head?
The disorderly corner culminated in wrong information being passed to the Gypsy King in the final round, where he was mistakenly told he was ahead on the scorecards. This disrupted his game plan, made him more relaxed, and ultimately led to the first defeat of his career. While John Fury promised Oleksandr Usyk a knockout, Usyk jokingly responded, "You may have to not be in his corner, so he'll have a chance." The recent press conference between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk erupted into chaos when John Fury, Tyson's father, disrupted the proceedings. What began as a tense yet controlled environment quickly turned into a scene of pandemonium, reflecting the unpredictable nature of the Fury camp. The disorder began when John Fury was given the opportunity to speak. He launched into a tirade, promising Usyk a beating unlike any he had ever received and boasting that Tyson would knock out Usyk to prove he was the true king of the heavyweight division. Usyk responded with a subtle jab, recording the chaos in Tyson's corner during their previous undisputed World Heavyweight Championship clash. He pointed out how John Fury's constant interruptions had complicated communication, leading to Tyson receiving incorrect information in the final round. This misinformation made Tyson believe he was ahead on the scorecards, causing him to relax and ultimately suffer the first defeat of his career. Infuriated by Usyk's taunt, John Fury stood up and grabbed a water bottle, using it as a weapon of revenge. He spilled water on several people, including Usyk, which angered both teams. While Tyson's team tried to hold back their frustration, Usyk's team reacted more aggressively. John Fury, refusing to back down, moved forward with Tyson's team members until security intervened. The press conference was in disarray for several minutes until both teams were pacified enough to return to their seats. John Fury's actions have earned him a reputation for creating chaos in the boxing world. His disruptive behavior at press conferences and matches has led to calls for him to be banned from such events. Andy Lee, Tyson Fury's assistant trainer, had similar complaints about John Fury during the first fight. He mentioned that too many voices in Tyson's corner caused confusion, which negatively impacted Tyson's performance. In an interview with Boxing Scene, Andy Lee explained the confusion in Tyson's corner. He admitted that there were too many voices, and John Fury's presence added to the chaos. Lee emphasized that in the upcoming rematch, Sugar Hill Stewart's voice would be the primary one to prevent distractions. Sugar should have been the only voice, and he will be the only voice in the next fight, Lee stated. He also mentioned that Fury's trust in his team remains strong despite the criticisms, showing Tyson's loyalty and belief in his support system. One key factor Lee highlighted was a cut Tyson sustained before the first fight, which disrupted his continuous training and limited his preparation. When you lose, you're open to criticism, but it shows Tyson trusts his team, that he doesn't want to change a lot of guys, Lee said. He added that other fighters might have looked for excuses and blamed their team, but Tyson didn't. Instead, he chose to keep his team intact, hoping that better coordination and communication would lead to a better outcome in the rematch. Lee emphasized the importance of effective communication and quick decisions in a close fight. He believes that solid preparation is crucial for Tyson to perform better in the rematch. Boxing requires a unique specific fitness level, something Fury didn't achieve in the previous fight due to his injury, Lee explained. This time, he is confident that Fury will be in better physical shape, positively impacting his performance. I want to see Tyson in training, in camp sparring, going through the rounds, doing 10 rounds regularly, Lee said. He added that Sugar Hill has overcome significant challenges in his career and life, so this fight is just another hurdle for him to overcome. For the rematch, Lee emphasized that Tyson needs to improve in several areas to counter Usyk's style. He stressed that Fury must maintain focus and pressure throughout all rounds without taking breaks. He needs to push Usyk back and control the fight's pace. Lee is optimistic about Tyson's potential for improvement, although he acknowledges that Usyk could also enhance his performance. Some fans have claimed that John Fury's presence in Tyson's corner during the first fight was more of a hindrance than a help. They argue that his constant talking distracted from the tactical advice being offered by Andy Lee and Sugar Hill Stewart, which may have cost Tyson the fight. One fan wrote, "Fury's corner consisted of two incredibly intelligent boxing people in Sugar Hill and Andy Lee trying to impart some astute tactical game plan, only to be repeatedly drowned out by John Fury shouting, 'Use the jab. We're fighting men.'" Fans have suggested that John Fury should be kept out of the training camp, and especially out of Tyson's corner for the next fight. His presence is seen as a significant distraction to the team. A clip from the first fight showed Stewart offering Fury advice ahead of the final 2 rounds, saying, "Don't cross your goddamn legs, be ready to punch." He also advised, "Don't be afraid to slide in, quit pulling back, or you'll get caught." Meanwhile, John Fury could be heard giving contradictory advice, telling Tyson to box and move, and throw light punches, which conflicted with Stewart's strategy. In conclusion, the upcoming rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk is fraught with tension and high stakes. The chaos at the recent press conference underscores the need for better coordination and communication